Welcome back to TCG Dreamland. Today we're looking back at Dominaria Remastered. This is actually an old video. There it is. Took a while. This is actually an old opening, but I am doing current TCG player prices for October 2024, and I'm doing new commentary. So there's not a whole lot to talk about for this set from the financial aspect. It's mainly just going to be a nice look back at a fun set. I think this set is actually really good. I've called this set in the past the best set that Wizards ruined because they grossly overprinted this set. That is literally the only thing wrong with this set. It was so overprinted that prices just crashed, EV crashed. So we'll talk about that a little bit. Box price, I think I missed it, but I wrote it down here, $194.86. It's actually up quite a bit since earlier in the year. I think these boxes were somewhere at their lowest, maybe 140 to 160. I think earlier this year they were in the 160 range, almost back up to 200 now, which is good to see. Yawgmoth, Thran Physician, very nice pull for our first pack. The land cycle for this set, not great. Opposition. Oh, one thing that I do want to say is because they so overprinted the collector boxes with this set that I saw multiple times as I was editing this video that the foil variant was less than the non-foil variant. Because as you know, in collector boxes, almost all of the cards are foil. And in the draft boxes, I think they were draft boxes for this set, not set boxes. Then you have mostly non-foils. But they printed at least as many, if not more, collector boxes than draft boxes for this set. And for a lot of the cards, the foil variant is actually less than the non-foil variant. Just goes to show you right there how much they overprinted this set. All right, pack number 2. These are printed in Japan, so the good pulls are at the front. No Mercy in foil. Very cool. Borderless foil, No Mercy. Very cool looking card. Arborea. That card used to be good, not anymore. Jester's Cap in old border. Jester's Cap in regular border. Double the Jester's Cap for this pack. Undead Gladiator. Savannah Lions, old border. Flametongue Kavu, old border. And then once you get to the land, then after that, it's just commons and uncommons in regular border foil. So, this set, very grossly overprinted. These boxes were originally to be sold for roughly $300. And it was not long for them to go well below $200 after release, because I think they actually came out in multiple waves even for this set. All right, Windborn Muse, old border foil. That's your foil slot, your foil rare or better slot. So when you get something bad in that slot, it's kind of a dud pack at that point. All right, Woodland Cemeteries, not terrible. Wild Dogs, Chainer's Edict, Mindstone, old border land, basic land. So yeah, over time, these boxes the boxes actually fell quite quickly. The EV fell slower than the actual box price, however. Some boxes I've opened of this set were actually pretty good. I opened a box of this, I want to say toward the beginning of 2024, and I think it was actually January of 2024, and I opened well over $200 of cards in that box. It was a really good box. I think it was like $240, $260 worth of cards in that box. We've got a Full Art Entomb, old border Arborea, Denizen of the Deep. We get like 4 of those in this box. It's ridiculous. All right, Empty the Warrens, old border. Mountain, basic land. Ooh, a Counterspell. That's one of 2 commons in the set that's worth more than $1. Counterspell has always been a very good card. Even if they print the crap out of it, it's still good value there. There's a regular border and an old border in this set. Counterspell. We've got an old border Phantom Nishoba. Unfortunate to get in that back slot. Ooh, we got a Mystical Tutor. Borderless Mystical Tutor. Very cool. Yeah, all the tutors are in this set. We've got, what's the card? The good one. I can't remember. We'll see later in the video. We've got Sylvan Library, all of the tutors. We've got Vampiric Tutor. Obviously, that's a tutor, so it's in the set because there's all the tutors. So, yeah, very good cards in this set. Hinterland Harbor, Old Border, Rare Land. Windborn Muse in an borderless. Sulfuric Vortex, Old Border. Oversold Cemetery, regular border foil. All right, anything interesting there? Not really. Yeah, at this point, all of the regular border commons and commons, except for Counterspell, are pretty terrible. But there has been growth. So I'll talk about that in a second after we get past the good slots in this one. Triskelion, borderless foil. Cool looking. We've got Sylvan Library, very nice, in borderless, $24. Very nice card there. Nut Collector. All right, Siege Gang Commander. Terror in Old Border. Rada, Heir to Keld. All right, so yeah, these boxes were roughly 160 earlier in the year. 195 now. So we have been seeing growth, and the fact that the EV has fallen while box price has actually increased means that supply is actually dwindling. It's really the only reason that that could be is just that supply has now, it's been long enough since the set came out that we're now getting enough of a decrease in supply that price is actually going up. So slow, steady growth, I'd say, for this set. Probably very slow, steady growth for this set. No big jumps in price. Not seeing this set being super expensive anytime soon. All right, on to the next pack. We've got Solkanar the Swamp King. Womp womp. All right, Decimate in borderless. Overmaster. That's cool. The brothers fighting there. Very cool artwork. Dark Depths in regular border foil. Wild Growth. That one used to be not bad, but less than $1 now. Juggernaut in Old Border. There's another counterspell. Very nice. Old Border counterspell. So the sell-through rate is very slow. On tcgplayer, you can not only see the price history, but you can also see the average number of daily sales. I think the average number of daily sales for this set is like 1 per day, which is not the worst, but it's not great. Other sets currently for sale have, 3 or 4 being sold per day. All right, Lotus Blossom in borderless. Got Denizen of the Deep again. Force of Will, that's the one I was thinking of. Very nice. Force of Will. There's actually several variants of Force of Will in this set. There's several slots that it can come in a collector pack because of that, because of all the different variants. I think I've actually pulled more Forces of Will than not. I've opened probably 3 or 4 boxes, and I've definitely opened a Force of Will more often than not. I think I may have opened like 4 boxes, and I definitely have like 3 Force of Wills, I think. So possibly I'm just really lucky, but also I think Force of Will is actually not that hard to pull, just because there's a bunch of variants. Got the regular border, the old border, the borderless, and then there's foils of all those. So a bunch of chances, like 3 or 4 slots that it can come in a collector pack, I think. Siege Gang Commander, we've got Isolated Chapel, Urza's Blueprints, very cool. Invigorating Boon, Fa'adia Seer, Quicksilver Dagger with the purple Muscle Mommy, and Plains. Very cool, very cool. This is, I believe, the last pack. It's always a struggle to open these packs without damaging the cards. I swear I'm not weak. I do lift weights. It's just hard to open the packs while not like ripping the pack open so hard that the cards go flying everywhere. All right, Maze of Ith in Borderless. Got Decimate, Old Border. Joel Rail, regular border foil. The Mind Stone, so that's all the good stuff. So that is all of our good hits for the set. For this box, I mean. But I have had other boxes that were way better. We did get some good hits, though. Force of Will, obviously. Sylvan Tutor. Yawgmoth was in our first pack. Those are all definitely top-tier hits of the set. Also, a bunch of tutors. There's a Vampiric Tutor, multiple variants in this set. I have had a box where I've pulled like a Force of Will, a Vampiric Tutor, a Yawgmoth, Sylvan Library, and a bunch of other really good rares, like all in the same box. I do have a box on the channel that had over $240 worth of cards. This box, only $160 though. So this box, even though we did pull a Force of Will, this box was just not great. Not one of the better boxes that I've opened. So, as you can see, I'd say depending on the hits you get, the value you get out of a box can vary wildly between, $160 and well over $200. But this set was just so fun to open. I mean, when you open one of these boxes, you get a ton of really good hits. It's just that it was so overprinted that the box crashed very sharply. And then also, as time went on, because there was so many boxes being opened, the supply of singles on the market just kept increasing and increasing. So then the EV of the set also decreased quite substantially. So then both of those things happening at the same time just led to the set being not worth a whole lot. But we are seeing very slow, steady growth. So this is not the first place that I would put any money, but I'd say it is still a good set. It is a fun set to open. It is definitely a fun set to open. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.